Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to Inspired Delusions.
If you're new here, my name is Kayma.
And I'm Olivia.
And we are your delusional besties.
Hey, besties.
Hey, besties. How are you guys doing?
We hope you are doing amazing, and we hope that you loved last week's episode.
Last week's episode was so good.
So good. Love Coach Kayla. Truly had us re-evaluating, re-locking in, especially to the law of assumption, especially to realizing, oh yeah, duh, we can do anything.
She said at one point she was like, "Yeah, I just decided it's done."
Yeah, we go. Wait, what techniques do you use? She said, "Yeah, I just decided
She
it's done."
said, "Actually, I don't use techniques
We said,
anymore."
Actually, yeah.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
No, truly, because that's on decision making. That's on the assumption is already done. So you don't need to take any action. You don't need to do your routines. You don't need to do anything. Like, just embody it. Step up.
Just embody, just decide. I sent Kayma a text yesterday of, that meme of the grandma being like, I didn't hear that.
It's like the eyes are like
wait a second. Wait, what? I didn't hear that. I sent her that picture and being like, wait, when I realized we can literally just decide, wait, we can just decide our own rules. We can just decide that we can literally manifest anything. Wait a second. Oh, wait, we've been holding ourselves back.
It's been us the whole time.
Oh, it's been our assumptions the whole time. Got it.
When we remember that the 3D literally has to respond to whatever we observe, to whatever we put our intention on, to whatever we decide is true.
Whatever we decide. Whatever you decide, hold the vision, lock it in, embody what you want to draw into your life. It's already yours. You guys, like, it's something that's been really, 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 really heavy on my heart lately is there's infinite versions of reality. Like, I don't think y'all are really understanding as much as you should / judging with one finger pointed out
at you,
means
three back at us.
Three back at us because
the infinite versions of reality, like, hello, everything, it's already there.
It's already there.
All you have to do is align. Like, why are you still okay? What's you have to notice the discrepancy between what you're imagining, what you want to manifest, and what's happening in your 3D.
Right.
It's the perfect reflection.
It's the perfect reflection. So it's like, okay, take what's happening in your 3D just as like a little bit of feedback. It does not need to be permanent. That's the thing. It doesn't need to be permanent. And something else I really, really, really wanted to touch on today is I was watching a video and she was talking about infinite versions of reality and all this stuff and ignoring your 3D, essentially ignoring your 3D. And she was saying, don't let your current circumstances dominate your awareness. Okay. Yeah. Unless you literally love every single part of your circumstances, then you can focus on that. Yeah. But if there's something in your 3D, if there's something in your life, in your circumstances that is not ideal, that you're not loving, you just don't let that dominate your awareness, because your awareness and what you're focusing on is you're creating more of that, right? You're creating with your focused attention. So it's like, stop focusing so much on your circumstances that suck and realize that's only, a fraction of what's possible, a fraction of what you could be focusing on.
Yeah, she was saying, like, don't let your current circumstances take away from the excitement of the possibility.
Yes.
Because hello, possibility, infinite versions of reality.
Yeah.
All you have to do is vibrate and become a match of frequency to the aligned version.
Yeah, changing your frequency. And so how do we change our frequency? Something I've been thinking about or trying to simplify it, right? Like, really trying to simplify that. How do you change your frequency? And I've been like, okay, it's your thoughts, your beliefs, like your thoughts / your beliefs, your feelings, right? / your emotions. And then also you like your nervous system state.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what is your nervous system? So all those kind of combine into creating your frequency.
Yeah.
So it's like, as you're changing your thoughts, as you're changing your beliefs, as you're changing your feelings and your emotions of being more in gratitude and love and joy, and as you're regulating your nervous system, right, getting out of that fight or flight, you're literally raising your frequency and aligning to quote unquote, better or higher version of reality. And it's so possible.
It is possible. And that's why we created our 3R formula to recognize what's going on, recognize what you want, rewire your mind, and regulate your nervous system. And yeah, it's really simplified. And okay, you're having a hard time. You can't decide. You can't hold the assumption. You're having trouble holding certainty in the uncertain. Okay, go back to repetition. Just keep telling yourself over and over again that it is possible, that you are a worthy being, that you are abundant, that everything that you want, every desire that is on your heart, it is your birthright.
It's
It
your
is your
birthright.
birthright. So reminding yourself that over and over again, listening to the positive content, hyping yourself up, doing the things so that you are able to be in a state where you are able to decide.
100%.
To just be like, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
Because I said so.
Yeah. And it gets easier and easier and easier to just like decide, be like, yeah, okay, duh, of course, because I said so. Like that's why I'm going to get everything I want, because I said so. Because it gets easier and easier as you remember that you're inherently worthy, as you remember that you are literally love in a human body right now. Like it's so crazy. And it's, if you've been like really mean to yourself, or if you've had an upbringing where people around you, your parents or whatever, or anyone around you were like was mean to you, and you started holding on to these beliefs that you weren't good enough, those are false. They're wrong. Like those are actually wrong. The only truth is that you really are the love. You're so inherently worthy. And you know, it's coming back to remembering that. And it's like, if that doesn't feel right for you, come back to the repetition. Come back to the repetition. Tell yourself over and over and over again, because again, a belief is just a thought that you think over and over and over again. So you can start thinking these new thoughts. You can start being really nice to yourself. And that's where in the Inspired Delusions community, we are doing Self-Love September.
Yes, we are so excited.
Yeah, that's going to be a theme that we'll talk about like on the podcast a lot this month as well. Okay, Self-Love September, because it's like, okay, what can you tell yourself? Something that's really, really, really helpful for self-love is how you talk to yourself, right? Starting to be really, really kind to yourself, starting to tell yourself what your younger self, your inner child needed to hear, that you are worthy, that everything is going to be okay, like being really patient with yourself. And sometimes that feels like weird, but it actually does make such a difference.
Yeah. And just remembering that it's only you in your head. Nothing else is real or true outside of you. So you have the choice to either be really mean to yourself, be hard on yourself, you know, repeat and ruminate on the negative or the weird or the awkward or the cringe, or you have the choice to hype yourself up, be your biggest cheerleader, love yourself. And like Kayla was saying on the episode, she says when something is like weird or cringe, she reframes it. She's like, of course, like it makes other people love me more. It makes myself love me more. It's like a perk. Or it's a win. It's a little whimsicalness in your personality.
100%. Yeah. And again, if you have been like really mean to yourself for so many years, it might feel a little weird, but it's like you just start kind of, you know, being aware of what you're saying, starting to reframe it, starting to at least go neutral. Be like, you know what? Okay, at least, you know, I'm if you've been saying I suck, be like, you know what, actually, I'm okay. And then you can go to, I'm obsessed with myself, I'm amazing. Because if you guys could hear, I would say both of our thoughts. Like if you could hear our thoughts, you would be like, wow, you guys are literally so obsessed with yourselves. And that's true.
It's a good feeling too.
It's
like,
such a good feeling.
Thank God I'm my best friend.
Thank God. Like I remember a few years ago, like looking in the mirror and like being like, ooh, or like, but now I quite literally get so happy every time I look in the mirror, because I'm like, ooh, I love you, girl.
Yeah, for me, I used to just pick myself apart on things that I know other people didn't notice. Like if I would make a mistake at work, I would think about it over and over and over again until I quite literally made myself sick, until I was nauseous, until I was like, oh, like I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I wasn't fast enough. I didn't pick up on this quick enough.
Brain.
Yes. And then I would go to work and my coworkers would be like, babe, you're an amazing nurse. My patients would be like, you're an amazing nurse. And then once I decided to be like, actually, that's true. Okay, I might have slipped up in this one moment, but like no, nothing bad came out of it. No one even noticed. It's all me. So why would I not hype myself up?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone makes some mistakes every now and then. So it's like you're not a bad person or whatever. Like totally. And that's going back to like, what are you saying inside of your own mind, right? Don't be your biggest hater inside of your own mind. You have to be your biggest supporter, your biggest cheerleader inside of your own mind. And so yes, if you want to learn even more and do our self-love September challenge with us, which we're going to be doing like a lot of shadow work and different challenges, different homework assignments for each week, inner child meditations, things like that, you should join the Inspired Delusions community.
You should come hang out with us.
Best place ever, best group coaching program ever.
I do also want to highlight another point that kind of shocked me in Kayla's episode was her definition of law of detachment. Because for me, I truly believed that detaching was detaching from the outcome, being okay with the idea that, oh, it's not, I don't have to chase it anymore. It's fine. It's mine. I know it's already there. But when she said it's actually detaching from the old identity, because if you truly assumed that you were getting everything you wanted, you no longer aligned with the old identity. And that blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, that's such an amazing way to look at law of detachment. And I've been thinking about it for the past week, and it's been on my mind a lot. I'm like, yeah, actually, I detached from the old identity because I am so certain in my new identity, in that my manifestations are happening, and that I am assuming that everything is working out for me, and that I'm the universe's favorite, and everything's on my timeline. And I love that.
I love that too. Such a good way to think about it. Because the law of detachment is one that's like a little bit trickier for me. And so that's such a good way to think about it. It's like you're detaching from the version of you that wants it, or the detaching that like that doesn't have it or anything like that. It's like, oh yeah, of course. Like, of course I'm like this new version of me who has everything that she wants, who's embodying that version of myself, that my future self, whatever it is. And such a good thing. Also, we've been so excited about this episode, so we just like got straight into everything. We've been running all over the place, but this is our 1 year anniversary of Inspired Delusions.
It's Inspired Delusions' birthday. Of course, she's a Virgo because she's perfect. But yeah, oh my God, we've been doing the podcast for a year. We've been besties with you guys for a year, and that is crazy to me.
It's so crazy. If you have been here since day one, you're a real one.
You are a real one.
Or if you've been here at any time, but then you've binged all the episodes since episode number 1. You're a real one. But yeah, you guys, like, it's been a year. We have grown so much. We have. I like the way we even talk, I feel like has changed so much, and our confidence has grown so much. And your life really can change so much in a year. And the podcast has been growing really, really, really fast. So that's been really cool.
No, I love the podcast. I love Inspired Delusions. I love our community. Even though I've always believed it to be big, even since our very first episode when we had one mic and I felt like I was saying like 100 times in the episode or just nervous. Even though I've always known it was going to be big since day one, I'm so happy and feeling lucky and blessed and overall abundant on how everything has worked out up until today. And it's a testament to how much better it's going to be too.
100%.
And even us, the fact that all our guests that we've gone on. You guys, our guests are the best.
The guests are actually crazy.
The guests are manifestations in themselves because
100%.
we are learning from the greatest in our community.
The top of the field.
The top of the field in our community. And the fact that they feel so excited to come and share on our platform is so special, because we really do create a space and an atmosphere for the besties where it's all love and positivity, and that we can all win. And I mean, we are inspired delusions.
We literally are inspired delusions, you guys. We have gotten so many messages that this podcast has encouraged you and believed in yourself and things like that. And that truly is the reason why we're doing this, because we want everyone to remember who the you are. Okay. Remember,
stand up, you guys, because you are amazing.
Stand up, babes. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Okay. Remember that you are literally love. You are the universe experiencing itself in a human form. Like, you are so powerful. You are so amazing. And it's so cool when it finally kind of clicks. And it doesn't have to be a click like that. It can be a slow, gradual transition into remembering that. But it's like, I promise it's worth it. I promise continuing to be nice to yourself, continuing to do your shadow work, do your inner child healing, all this stuff, like the healing journey, I promise is so worth it, because you can go about your life being like, wow, life is really good. And you can come to the new earth.
We are taking everyone to new earth.
We're literally bringing you all to the new earth.
We're all going together. Come
guys, come on.
No, we're so blessed and we're so lucky. And even just for me personally, last year, this time, I would have never thought that this would be my full-time job. I was so, even then, stuck in old limiting beliefs, which wasn't bad. I mean, my life even before this was amazing and so many blessings. But it's so funny how I've personally grown in a year, because when you're talking about this all the time and when you're thinking about it and you want to share it with others, you become really, you really know the work. And I feel like I've even duplicated how much I've learned before during this past year.
Totally.
And it's so exciting.
It's so exciting.
And I'm so proud of us.
So proud.
And I love working with you.
Oh, I love working with you too. Truly, it is a gift to find someone to be delusional besties with. And it's so possible, you know, and what helps with that is authenticity, truly authenticity, and raising your frequency and you align to like-minded people and things like that. And grateful for you. Okay, besties, if you are listening to this podcast, it's probably because you know deep down that you are meant for more confidence, more abundance, and the ability to manifest your biggest, most delusional goals and feel good while you're doing it.
That's why we wanted to remind you about our Inspired Delusions community. This is our virtual group coaching community where we meet live every single Wednesday to lead you through deeper lessons on rewiring your mind, regulating your nervous system, and how to quantum leap into your next level.
We've created an entire resource hub full of our own customized affirmations, EFT tapping, subliminals, shadow work prompts, guides, and tons more resources to support you in this journey.
This space is not only an all-in-one for you to level up, but also a reminder that you are not alone. You have your delusional besties with you to encourage you and hold you accountable.
If you're ready to jumpstart your mindset and manifestation journey, the Inspired Delusions community is the perfect place for you.
The link will be in the show notes, and we can't wait to see you.
Okay, let's get back to the episode.
Also, speaking about the community, one of our community members had sent us a TikTok, and in it, this girl was saying, if it's happening, it's helping you.
Yes.
If it's happening, it is helping you. And she essentially was reframing the idea that even if things are quote unquote bad or not the way you imagined or less than you thought or a different direction than you thought, if it is happening, it is helping you.
I just got chills.
And that goes with everything that we talked about in the last episode too, of assuming that everything is working out in your favor, even if it feels so backwards.
Even if it feels if it feels bad right now, if it's hard for you to be like, what's happening? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's happening for you. And that's really realizing everything is happening for you. And it's such a better way to move through this world.
Yeah.
Instead of like getting pissed off all the time, be like, oh, this is so annoying. Oh, the like victim, whatever it is. It's like, okay, how is this helping me? Or you don't even have to know how, but you can just ask yourself and just be in that assumption and be in that feeling of like, this is happening for me. And I mean, if you think about past times in your life where maybe something didn't go as planned or you were kind of annoyed by something, most of the times you can look back and be like, oh, wait, you can look back 6 months, a year, 2 years later and be like, okay, that was happening for me. So it's like, you might as well just start assuming that now.
Yeah. I was going to say in the midst of chaos, it's hard, but typically after you get out of it, you're able to look back on a situation and be like, oh, everything was meant to go exactly like that. So it's cutting out that time frame, cutting out that year, that 2 years in between, cutting out the idea that you have to look back and just being in the present moment and saying, if it is happening, it is helping me. This is for me. I am on my highest timeline. Everything works out for me. The universe is so big and vast and is always has my back and conspiring in my favor. So if it is happening, it's helping me. It's meant to be.
100%. Because also that's just such a better way to go through life of being like, just kind of accepting things and being grateful for things too. Like there's so many examples in my life where I was annoyed by something or pissed off that something wasn't happening as fast as I wanted it or happening the way I thought I wanted it or whatever. But as soon as I reframed it and just said, thank you. Okay. Thank you for this kind of annoying eye twitch moment. Thank you. It like goes away or at least the bad feelings go away. And then as if the bad feelings are going away, then you're automatically like raising your vibration. You're automatically drawing in better things to you. So it's like, just say thank you. Say thank you to everything that's happening and assuming that it's happening for you really, really is a life-changing practice.
Yeah. Being really grateful for every opportunity and looking at it as a moment for growth and a moment to learn is really powerful. Reframing it in that way. Also taking a moment to slow down because it's all about timing, right? I think, well, that's what I think to myself. If I really, really want something and it's not happening fast enough, I just tell myself, oh, it's going to be even better in this moment than you thought it was going to be better at that previous moment.
Yeah, 100%. Like if it's taking a little bit even longer than you thought, oh, it's going to be even better. That's why it's taking a little bit longer or whatever it is. Like really, if it's happening, it's helping. If it's happening, it's helping, and go through life like that.
We were also watching this TikTok of this guy who asks billionaires like what advice they have or what
Yes.
things that they've recognized. And they had this little segment where they were talking about, if you don't even know the potential that you could reach, how could you reach it?
Right.
And so it's like, if you have a big delusional goal, if you have these big, huge manifestations, homework that you can do is to go out and find people who are similar to you, who are receiving these things, who are living the life you want to live. Because if you don't find that information, or you don't seek that out, if you can't find an expander, how do you even know it's possible for you?
Yeah, and that's heavy on expanding your mind, like finding expanders. But I love the idea of expanding your mind in general, because I mean, if you grew up in like in a way where you weren't exposed to, let's say like huge amounts of wealth or something like that, like huge whatever, your brain doesn't even know what's possible. Your brain does, you can only imagine things that you've like seen an example of, right? So it's like, when you start to expand your mind by seeking this out, by showing yourself examples of what's possible, by continuously being like, what is out there, and dreaming bigger. And because so many people, literally the only limits that you have on your manifestations come inside of your own mind, are inside of your own mind. So when you expand your mind and keep asking for more, like, I mean, someone basically called us greedy this weekend. I'm just kidding, not greedy.
They took it back. They were like, no, you just know what you want, and what you want is a lot. We were like, thank you for the pivot.
I'm like, just keep wanting more, guys. They were like, you wouldn't like Buddhism. It's very simple.
Wait. We were so confused by that. We were like, wait, we love Buddhism. There's so many beautiful principles in it. And that was but you know what though? No, but do you know what though? Even that was like really great, because I think we're an expander for that person.
Totally.
Because and they vocalize all the time. This is our friend, by the way. This isn't
love
just
your girl.
Yeah, we love you know who you are. But we're an expander for them, and they vocalize like their gratitude for us all the time. But the thing is it's okay to want more. And I think releasing the guilt and the shame that society has put on us, that the patriarchy, that capitalism has put on us, to want more, and the idea, and that, you know what, that comes from lack and scarcity. Because people make you think that if you want more, you're taking away from others. Earth is so abundant, and we can all win, and we can all have it, and we should be here to want the very best. Why would we come here and then limit ourselves? And that goes back to this is so roundabout with us talking about expanders, because it is important to see that other people are doing exactly what you want, and it's possible for you. There's no limit is essentially what at least my takeaway. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not apologizing for wanting everything. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm not apologizing.
I'm sorry, but I'm not apologizing. No, I'm actually not sorry, but I'm not apologizing, because I think we're all so worthy of it. And I think you guys are too. And again, the idea that we're all on this earth to get what we want, and in doing so, it helps other people.
Exactly.
And also, not everybody wants the same things. And that's really cool too.
So
cool. And it's a puzzle piece. It all fits in to one another.
You getting what you want literally helps the entire world move in a good direction. And releasing the guilt. I think so many people, have the guilt of like, oh, they shouldn't ask for more, or thinking that if you get something, it's going to take away from someone else. But something else I've been thinking about is, again, if there's infinite versions of reality, which is what we believe, it's like, okay, there's literally a version where everyone is winning. So it's like, you receiving something doesn't take away from someone else. We're all shifting. We're all aligning with a higher version of reality. And there's a version where everyone has exactly what they want. There's no like or scarcity and lack is an illusion. Okay, this universe is abundant, and there's infinite versions of reality. So there's a version where everyone's abundant. So it's like, releasing the guilt and realizing you only want something because it's possible for you, because that's your soul's mission to get it. And just when we say we are asking for a lot of things and we're gonna get them, we're already getting them.
We've already gotten like, it's more and more. More blessings. And no greed, just accepting what is our birthright,
just allowing what the universe wants to give us.
Okay, and let's touch on that, because allowing, that's something Olivia and I have been learning about and trying to really break barriers on certain things is the allowing. And I know we've given this example 100 times, but we'll give it 100 more, is Abraham Hicks talking about the escrow, talking about how the universe wants to give you everything, and there's only you and your limiting beliefs blocking you from receiving everything. Because the universe loves us as an amplifier. It wants us to win. It wants us to have everything. So when we have the guilt and the shame or the fear or these lower vibrations or these old beliefs that keep us boxed in, it's like the universe is like, okay, well, if that's what's on their heart, let me continue to give them these scenarios that continue to prove to them that this is the truth.
The universe is neutral. It's just like, okay, you think it's going to be hard? Okay, I'll make it hard. Oh, you think you shouldn't ask for more? Okay, I guess I won't give it to you. Like, it's literally just agreeing with whatever you're thinking, whatever your subconscious beliefs are. So it's like, yeah, if you think life has to be hard, if you think you're a victim and nothing good happens to you, universe is just like, okay, no problem, I got it, I gotcha. I'll make that happen for you, babes.
No, truly.
So it's like you literally can change your beliefs and remove those blocks. And like Abraham Hicks talks about that, because she says, ask and it is given. As soon as you ask for something, as soon as you set your intention, the universe is immediately, trying to give it to you. But we oftentimes are blocking it. Like, that's the only reason why we're not getting something, is because we're subconsciously blocking it. And that was the meme. I was like, wait a second. Everything that I want is literally already mine. I'm just blocking it.
You're like, interesting. That's really, really cool.
So, wait, I didn't hear that. But something else with that TikTok of asking, very successful people what their biggest advice was. And one of the people said, his biggest mistake, actually, he was saying like his biggest mistake.
He was saying like advice he would give himself if he was younger and starting over.
Advice that he would give his 25-year-old self is dream bigger. Dream even bigger. This is like a wildly successful person already. So it's like, you should dream even bigger. And that's literally another point, like another main point that we want to get across to people. It's helping people dream bigger, expanding your mind, like dream bigger, ask for more, like realize that this world is your oyster. And something that Love Coach Kayla said was, this world is like Disneyland. Like, your life is like Disneyland, where it's like you get to you get to do anything you want. This is Disneyland. Like, this is like a little game, and you get to dream as big as you possibly can and expand your mind. And like, it's so cool. You have so much more power than you know.
You have so much more power than you know. We are all witches.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're a little witch.
You're
a little wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry. There's magic.
Yeah.
There's like, life is, we're all so magical. That's what it is. And like, finding the joy in things and being more playful and allowing the universe to do its job.
Okay. Wanted to touch on the power of because I said so. Okay. That was a TikTok that I saw a couple days ago. And she was like, yeah, I get everything. This girl on the TikTok, she was like, yeah, I get everything that I want because I use the power of because I said so. And I was like, and then I made a TikTok like quoting her. And then I was watching my TikTok and I was like, oh, yeah, literally like learning from ourselves. That's what I do with our podcast too. I'm like, I listen to sometimes it's just like we channel. Sometimes we channel.
I know, we like talk and kind of black out a little bit.
Sometimes we black out a little bit. We take the source takes over. Our higher selves take over. And
I think it's our future selves.
Totally.
Because sometimes, we look back and we're like, whoa.
Yeah.
We're like, duh.
I literally listen to myself, and it's also just looking at myself too. I'm like, oh. It's like, wow. Wow. So smart. And anyways, so I was like looking at my own TikTok. I was like, yeah, because I said so. You can get anything that you want because I said so. If you're like if you act like a mom at talking to a kid, it's like, yeah, you have to do that because I said so, because I'm in charge. Like, you're in charge of your reality. So it's like, you can do whatever I want. You can be like, okay, like for us, it's like entrepreneurship. We're being like, okay, yeah, entrepreneurship, growing a business gets to be easy because I said so. Yeah. Growing on socials gets to be easy because I said so. Like, literally everything works out for us because I said so. You don't have to have an explanation. You don't have to be like, okay, this is how it's going to work. This is, you don't have to like, what's it called when you're like explaining yourself. You don't have to explain yourself. Just be like, yeah, because I said so, and stepping into your power is really helpful.
Yeah, I think people sometimes forget that they're co-creators.
Yeah.
This is your life and you get to create it, right? You are the writer, you are the director, you are the actor. So whatever you say is true, is true. So really standing on business and being like, yeah, actually, I believe this. Yeah. This is my truth. And that's cool that the cookie crumbles for you in that way, but like not for me. And yeah, obviously we do that in our business. Olivia and I have had to, even reprogram our beliefs of, oh, we make money really easily. And watching that happen has been the best.
Yeah.
Like, of course we make money really easily.
Yeah.
Duh.
Because I said so.
Of course our audience learns from us and loves us and is inspired by us and they're doing well in their own lives because we said so.
Yeah. Of course the podcast is growing really fast because we said so.
Yeah, that's the reality that we are aligned to.
And it's just making that decision. Making that decision because I said so. It's like you get to make up your own rules for life, which is so crazy. And it's so cool when you learn that. Yeah. And when you realize, other people's limitations don't have to be your limitations.
Period.
Okay. You can get anything that you want by standing on business and just being like, yeah, duh. Remember that you're worthy. Remember you can do anything. And I think that's kind of all we had for you this week, unless there's any last little pointers. We love you. And we love that we've been doing this for a year.
Yeah.
And that's on, taking the risk, doing the scary thing, believing in yourself.
Well, that's on just doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because honestly, yes, like this is so niche in the way that we've turned this into our jobs, whatever, but it could be for anything. It doesn't even have to be about work. If you want to start doing something, if you want to embody this persona or this your future self, or you want to recalibrate to that, just start doing the things that person would do. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to take away time from other things. Like, it's just like little decisions that you make. And then one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, wow, this is everything I've ever thought. This is exactly the life I created. I imagined. This is my vision board come to life. And it's all about taking that inspired action, embodying the person you want to be, changing the way you think. Because I mean, like, we are a testament to it. Yeah. We said we wanted to have a podcast. It was kind of hee hee ha ha, but then we had a podcast. Yeah. And now, like, it's everything. It's changed.
It's literally everything.
No, it is everything. Like, it's changed everything for us.
Yeah, it really has. And yeah, totally. And getting clear on your future self. Like, that's something that we do with our clients and people inside of our community, is like, get really clear on your future self. What does she look like? How does she act? What is her energy? How does she hold herself? And like starting to make those little micro changes and habits, and like starting to act as if you're that person. Like, you're just acting until it becomes real and it becomes your real life. And it works. It really, really, really works. And it's helpful to get clear on that future version of you. So then your brain like knows what to do. Right.
It has a target.
It has a target. And so there's no more like guessing, right? If we don't know, and that's on getting clear on what you want in general, what you want, right? Your big delusional goals, and getting clear on the version of you who has it. And it's like, that's very helpful because our brain needs like a target. It needs a goal to go towards, or unless it's just like, what do I focus on?
Yeah. So take this episode as proof, as a real life testament to anything is possible, that you are in control, that the universe will respond to anything you say because you said so.
Because I said so.
Yep. Universe, make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Literally, thank you.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
We love you guys. And see you next week. Bye.
Bye, besties.